Good morning, Eastern York. Welcome to episode 27 of People of Eastern York. Today we have a guest with us, Molly Cook, and she's going to be talking to us today about the Eastern York Golden Grapplers. Stay tuned till the end. Let us know you're here. We have a car wash giveaway. This is benefiting the Eastern York Rotary Club or Rotary Club of Eastern York. I know they like us to get that right. But we'll figure out. Sue, I don't know if you're mic'd up. What do we want to have them say in the chat? And maybe you can create a ticker there where it says welcome and have them type in I don't know, double leg takedown or something. Kayla, thank you for joining us. So let us know if you are here. We'll figure out. Hey Sharon, how are you? Thanks for joining in. Before we jump into the interview with Molly, we have some announcements. And you know what, Sue? I don't think we ever announced Fourth Friday the last time around, but we had Fourth Friday last night. So Sue and I were there until about 8 o'clock, and it was a great night. If you've never been to Fourth Friday in Wrightsville down at Half Nuts, come on out for May. Even though we didn't have the Remax hot air balloon in for tethered rides, we had Colby Mitzel there doing balloon animals. There's a scavenger hunt, which was really cool. So join us. But Sue, why don't you jump on here and tell us what we got going on here in the Eastern York community. Adam Trimble, thanks for. Oh yeah, Adam. I knew somebody didn't pick up. I said to Sue, somebody didn't pick up their car wash ticket, so it was Adam.
Okay, yeah, well, it's here, Adam.
Come on up. You can join. You can jump on the show. We'll hand it to you on the show.
So Nathan, I was thinking, why don't we just anyone who joins us today gets to be put in the
Yeah.
drawing.
Okay. So if they just comment, so I'll
comment.
add Adam and Kayla.
And I don't see names again. So Martha, if you're back there, if you can write the names.
Okay. Sharon, we'll put you in.
Okay. So listen, everybody, grab a pen and paper or your calendar because there is a lot going on in the community, not just today, but throughout spring here. This first page, I have a Big Bob's Barbecue to benefit the Heartland Agricultural Relief Team. They are having Saturday, that's today. So it's
10 to 1.
You're picking up your chicken barbecue dinners at Susquehanna Grace Brethren Church.
And that's John Culp. He was on here talking to us about Heart. Very good organization. And good food at Big Bob's.
Yeah, so and something that's not on here, but very important. So write this down, especially if you have kids. There is a big Friends Spring Used Book Sale at the Kreitz Creek Library. It benefits the Kreitz Creek Library. It's located in the Public Works building right across from the library. So listen, this is, you can't get a better benefit. I mean, still remember the smell when my sister used to take me to the Martin Memorial Library, and that's back when we had to use the Dewey Decimal. But it's just a cool
They don't
benefit.
use that anymore?
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know either.
I just figured everything else has been going.
Use something.
I was thinking everything would be electronic, but maybe not. I don't know. But hey, check it out. So also, Wrightsville Fire and Rescue Company 41, they are having a raffle. Tickets are $10. You can go on their Facebook page. They're going to do a live drawing. If you know
that image isn't up here, right?
It is not up. There's
okay.
two.
Because I got confused. I saw the Organa station there. Okay.
No, they have something going on too, but Wrightsville does. I mean, listen, it's $10. All these raffles are affordable. It's for a good cause, and so the prizes are more than double. If you buy one ticket, it's the prizes are more than double. So at least. But they're doing a live drawing. It's a Mother's Day raffle. Tons of stuff. 4th Street Beauty Studio, John Wright Restaurant. These are all gift cards. Scentsy, Starbucks, Target, Wild Batch Bistro, Flinch Balls. Um, just a lot of local vendors who have donated, and you can win a prize. Uh, let's see, we have on Saturday, May 15th, spaghetti dinner and fundraiser and silent auction that benefits, I believe that's Pack 6 Boy Scouts. York Anna Fire Station, number 38, is doing a fire pit raffle. All the details are up here. You can see a little picture of it. Um, all these things can be found on Facebook, on either on their Facebook pages. I know a lot of them posted on I Love Eastern York too. And the Eastern York Soccer Club, United Boys Under 11, April 30th. They are doing a fundraiser at Laser Alleys in East York. It's a good family event. 15 bucks, that's good. Um, you can barely do a family activity for under that per kid. So that includes glow bowling, shoe rental, and unlimited laser tag at the steel. Let's see, we got more stuff going on here. And we've got a food truck tomorrow down at
There's
the
one today that I just saw. Gina at Half Nuts. Why don't you post on our I Love Eastern York? I saw she posted on Wrightsville Rants and Rave.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, she didn't post it on
Okay.
our page, but I saw that if you'd missed Fourth Friday's food truck, it is main course mobile. Very good. Crab cakes. He had hot chicken tenders, which were good as I understand. I'm not a hot food person, but yeah, they'll be down there. Go ahead, do the other announcements. I'll look at what time they'll be down there.
Food truck tomorrow down at River's Edge. That's down along the river by Long Level. And also May 1st at River's Edge, they're doing a Cinco de Mayo. So really, and it's such a beautiful location. Eastern York Band is still doing their shoe drive. Just drive them up. I took 3 bags, put them in the back of my truck, and they just took them right out of the back of the truck for me. And then we have Brandon's Battle. They're looking for sponsors and participants. You can check them out on our page, but they're doing a cancer run. You got to know someone who's affected or infected by cancer. So,
and Lisa's joining us this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, check it out. They're doing raffles. It's such a good cause. And then the top right is a drive-through chicken barbecue on May 1st at Babe Sittler Memorial Park. Benefits. I'm not sure what it benefits. If it's benefiting.
It probably
Anyhow, it's
benefits
chicken
something
barbecue.
worthy.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. And then Joey Bachman, he posted the pig roast. Joey, my goodness, I've known Joey for years. He's an awesome youth group leader at the Faith United Methodist Church in Hellam. And every year, I think it's every year, I think maybe COVID affected them last year, but they do some type of mission work. And I know my great niece Ashlyn has participated in it before, and Joey has been such a good mentor to her, so many other kids. So they're doing a pig roast on May 22nd, 11 to 1 at the Faith United Methodist Church. And all the ticket information is there. Again, you can see that on our Facebook page, I Love Eastern York. So
Nicole Rhodes says that the Mother's Day raffle for the Wrightsville Fire Company is sold out.
Hey,
So
well,
great
that's
job,
great.
everybody, buying that
Yeah.
out. And they said get it on the next raffle. I don't know if that means the next raffle's for sale or not. But anyways. All right, if anybody else has announcements, go ahead and just type it into the chat. Maybe some of these people with these events going up want to jump on an episode here. Who knows? But let us know. You want to switch it over to our guest for today?
All right.
If you're just joining us, say something. We are doing a raffle for. Oh, I'm not even on camera yet, am I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I am. Sorry, I was looking at the live or the broadcast. We're doing a giveaway for. I'm gonna call it Mr. Hotshine because Sue thinks that that's wrong, but it was Mr. Hotshine once upon a time. So we'll give away one of these. Just comment, let us know that you're here, and thank you for joining us. Molly, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Molly?
So I grew up along the river in Wrightsville. I'm an Eastern graduate, '04. I have worked at John Wright coming up on 16 years.
Yeah,
And
everybody
I had
knows you as Molly from John Wright, huh?
pretty much. And then I have 3 kiddos in the Eastern District.
Awesome. How old are they?
I have a 14-year-old in the middle school, and then I have 2 boys at the elementary school.
Okay, excellent. So you're on here today. Oh, it looks like we got some people giving you some shout outs here. Oh, Amy Hake and
She's a
Lisa Honal. Amy, I'll add you to our picker wheel here. So you're here today to talk to us about the Golden Grapplers. What is the Golden Grapplers?
So we are a youth wrestling team for the students of Eastern York. It's kindergarten through 6th grade. This fall we'll be coming up on our 5th season. So we're pretty new to the scene as far as York County school goes. We basically have practices during the week, and then our wrestlers compete in what we call our league meets. And that's where they compete against other wrestlers from other York County schools. And then there is like a Super Bowl, there's playoffs as far as that goes, to hopefully they be a York County league champion.
Okay. And am I correct? Is there also a school elementary program? Or is this it?
This is it. There was nothing
Okay.
beforehand. Yeah,
Okay.
so
I know when I was in school, they did have an elementary program. It just wasn't it was like I think 1 day a week or something. It seems like this is a little more involved for someone that has maybe a little bit more of a passion for wrestling and wants more mat time. But
yeah,
you guys practice how frequently?
The high school coaches do like a kind of like an introductory to wrestling,
Okay.
usually during the winter. So that might have been what it is. But yeah, this is definitely a little bit more than that.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. And how many years did you say you've been doing this?
This will be coming up on our 5th season.
5th. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it seems like you guys have had a lot of good energy in there, and some good coaches. I think I know some of the coaches and parents. Maybe you can speak to this. Did you have a wrestling background before this? How did you and your family get into it?
I did not. Tasha Christensen is the fellow team mom with me, and our sons played football together. And she said, "Hey, I really think that Colin would do well. I think you should come out and try it." So at that time, we had to wrestle for Central York because there was no program. And wrestling overall is gaining more and more interest. So they decided that they needed, because their program was growing so fast, that they had to kind of limit and keep it just to Central York. So we were kind of like, okay, I fell in love with this. Now, what do we do? So
Yeah.
we kind of started. Our first season, somebody donated singlets to us because we didn't have money to go out and purchase those. And then our head coach came on, which is Chad Barshinger. He doesn't have any children in the program. He wrestled for Eastern. His sons wrestled for Eastern. It's just his love of the sport as to why he came back. Wrestling is by far my favorite.
Yeah. I did wrestle, and in fact, Chad's son, it's Luke, and
Connor.
what was the other one? Connor, yeah. So Luke, one time, I don't know if anybody knows about the Bald and Fat Wrestling Tournament. This is actually also at Central York, but it's for washed up wrestlers like myself to go out there and get some mat time. But we were just doing some practices. I have to admit, I have a 15 by 20 mat in my barn, and Luke came out. One of the first times I really met Luke, and I weigh like 160. He's like 200, and he did not take it easy on me. He's quite an animal, and my neck hurt for it. So yeah, my mother said Chad's dad wrestled for Eastern, but you said that. Tommy, thanks for joining us. I'll enter you into the drawing that says this woman does it all. Phenomenal mom, wrestling mom, football mom. She does it all. So nice shout out, Tommy. So I know the benefits of wrestling. I mean, what has wrestling? You said it's your favorite. What has it done for you and your kids?
Oh, I feel like it's just helped them be an overall better child, better student. It takes a lot of courage to go out there and compete in a sport on your own. You
Yeah,
win by yourself, you lose by yourself. There's definitely a team dynamic. We're there, all day. You might have wrestling matches in the morning and in the afternoon. So it's amazing. It's amazing. I love it.
and I think like for me, like I just know like the discipline, like and like you said, like knowing like you yourself are responsible for your results. Like you can't lie about that. You can't blame others. Like you have like so what you put into it is going to reflect once you get out there. I mean I ran track and field. That's the only other really individual sport that I got. But I think having that individual sport experience gives you that perspective and builds you as a person. Like I can't say enough about about doing that for maybe a parent out there who's considering enrolling their child in a wrestling program, or for maybe a kid out there that's thinking about it. What would you tell them?
I mean, nowadays I feel like the earlier you start something, the better. I think wrestling is kind of that way, just because at the youth level, you are competing against children from other schools, but the matches are hand paired. So you can say, hey, I have, a fourth grader that's coming out. This is his first year. And a different school may have somebody that's same boat. So a first year child isn't going to go against somebody that has 5, 6 years experience. So if you hold off
Yeah.
and decide to join in middle school, it's strictly by your weight. Experience is kind of out the window. So
Yeah.
it's great to start younger. They get used to it. Wearing a singlet isn't something that comes very easily, I found. But once you're there and you're running around and everybody has that on, it's kind of, you don't even think about it.
It's generational because we thought it was cool, I think, when I was in school. But now kids think it's like gross or something. And I know there has been like a push to wear like I think there are tournaments where they allow shorts and then just kind of like the tight fitting tops.
Some schools
But
have those like in their kind of uniform arsenal, so that's okayed by our league. Yeah.
yeah, so and so when does the season run? If you said that already, forgive me.
Mm-mm. So typically we start in October, and just kind of do some like open mats, come see if you like it, and then join us. And our season officially starts in November. Then we practice through, and the league meets start in January, February. There's typically 4 of those. So it's kind of rotating schools, where the location is, and then who you're competing against. And then they have what they call like a divisional, which would basically be like your playoff. You have to place in the top 4 to advance then to the championships.
Okay. And what kind of success has your program had at that level?
A lot. We definitely have some York County League champions. There may be a
Awesome.
few that live at my house. But yeah, it's great. And we've had them, all the way from a first year child do really, really well, all the way up to 6th graders that are league champions.
Where do you guys practice?
So typically we are at the middle school. That was kind of one of the things as far as COVID went. We did not have school access. So thankfully, we partnered up with the Canadockley Ambulance Club, and they let us come in and hold practices there. One of the big purchases that we had to make this year was a wrestling mat. We did not have one. So that is something that we had to invest in. So now we do have our own Eastern York wrestling mat.
Awesome.
How do you raise funds? Do you guys raise funds for this, or?
Yeah, we do fundraisers throughout the season. We've done like Joe Corby's, sub sales. We've done events at Laser Alleys. Obviously, we recruit sponsorships as well from local businesses to kind of help. So yeah.
So if as a business someone wants to help, can they reach out or can they do something now? And do you have any events coming up that, if there's a, sandwich sale or whatever?
So they can definitely reach out. We have a website, we have a Facebook page. We can send official sponsorship letter donations. Right now, we're in our off seasons. We don't have any events immediately coming up. The big thing is as our program ages, so do some of our coaches and their children.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're definitely looking for. Maybe somebody out there has a little bit of wrestling experience. Maybe they're an Elise Stern, alum, Nate Protzer, that would like to come and donate their time.
Yeah, I would love to get back into it. And I said something to Bethany, like, I gotta be careful spreading myself thin, but it's definitely on the radar. What is your website? I was trying to find it here so I could pop it into the comments.
It is.
Probably
Let me
on
get the
the.
exact wording for you.
And while you're looking it up, if anybody has questions for Molly about the Golden Grapplers, shoot them into the chat. I just saw here Tommy said you better wash up good coming off the mat. I never had ringworm when I was wrestling, but had it I guess from the weight room at York College when I ran track and field.
We have Nathan's executive assistant, Patrick. He is also a wrestler like Nathan. He knows quite a few
I can't be
people.
called a wrestler in the same sentence as Patrick. He's highly decorated. He wrestled at Iowa. He was a runner-up 2 times in the state of Pennsylvania. And if someone here doesn't know wrestling culture, Pennsylvania is like the hotbed state for wrestling. So you're getting a lot of the top talent comes out of Pennsylvania. So you have that
Definitely.
website, Molly?
Yeah, the Facebook is EY Golden Grapplers Wrestling.
Okay, I'll tag that.
There is also a new, it's Eastern York JH and HS for junior high and high school wrestling Facebook page too.
Okay.
One of our
I'll
former
go back
coaches
in.
is now the middle school coach. So it's nice, but we've lost that as a coach option too.
Gotcha. Go ahead, Sue.
Molly, I may have pulled pictures at the end off of the wrong Facebook page. I'm not sure.
That's
but there were a lot of little kids.
Yeah, did I tag the wrong? I think I tagged like a Golden Grapplers wrestling club or something. Did I get the wrong one?
But
Golden Grapplers Wrestling Club. Yeah, this is not it. So if anybody clicked on that link, fail on my part. So I'll edit that and make sure that's right. There it is. Okay. So it's in the post on my profile page as well. So all right, so if you pulled the wrong pictures, do you want to cut to those? I'm gonna say too, Molly, maybe you want to take a second and give some shout outs to some of your coaches and some of the people involved in the club.
Yeah, Chad Barshinger is our head coach, like I mentioned. Tasha Christensen, she's amazing. And then we have had Tony Bear as a coach, which now he is the middle school coach. So he comes back when he can. We have a female coach, Heather Gift, and then a whole slew. So Nate Smeltzer, Nate Eiler, Brent Backner, amazing people that just donate their time. Some have kids in the program, some don't. So
do you have cheerleaders, Molly, for this group?
We do not.
Wrestle,
but we have
wrestle, push like a... All right, so if nobody has any other questions, I don't know if anybody would be just jumping in now, but put your name in the chat if you want to be entered in for the car wash drawing. It's outside only, benefiting the Rotary Club of Eastern York. And then I will finish out with you, Molly, asking you the question I typically ask at the end of the interview. What is one thing you love about the Eastern York community?
I don't really know any different. I grew up here. I work here. I'm still here. My kids have some of the same teachers I had. It's just the community, and specifically as far as like the organizations go, and them all working together is amazing. Everybody knows each other, so you can't go too far without seeing a familiar face. That's
Yeah,
why I love it.
I agree. Yep. No, well said. All right. So Sue, I know last time I had a little trouble. Can you create a scene where it's just just me and I can do a screen share?
Yes. Don't
Thank you for joining us, Molly.
stick around, Molly, though.
Yes,
You
stick
could
around.
dance it out with Nathan then.
Oh, am I looking at the wrong? There we go. Can you do I don't know if I'll be able to. All right, let me hit screen share and see how this looks. I know it looks a little wonky right now, but what does it look like on your end?
That's fine. Move it over a little. Yeah, that's
Hold on,
fine.
let me move this over so I can see it. All right, everybody's seeing more than what I intended here. Let me see. There it is. And then I need to make it a little smaller.
Yep. Okay, that's good. That'll show.
Okay. All right, so I have, if you're not on here and you think you should be, let me know. Adam Trimble, Kayla Collier, Sharon Stoner, Nicole Rhodes, Lisa Hohenadel Gettle, Amy Hake, Tommy Hinkle. Let's make sure my mother walked in behind me and handed me a list. But I think I have everybody on this. She had 7, I have 7. So last call. All right, and by the way, if you are watching this, after the fact, look up at the clock. If it's 9:27 right now, if it is more than 9:27, you are not watching this live. You can't enter into the drawing. I'm not ignoring you. I know every once in a while we have people think that they're watching live and they try to engage. And anyways, we always do this on we've been doing every other Saturday. I don't know if that'll continue, but we've been doing it at 9 a.m. So let's go ahead and spin. Did you see anybody else say anything about wanting in on the drawing? I don't see anything on my end.
No.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's spin the wheel. One giveaway here for an express car wash. Lisa, and she's the only one that doesn't live in the area. I asked her. I don't know if she responded. Maybe you can gift this to somebody in the area, Lisa. But you are the winner. Congratulations. So, let me see here. I'll switch it back over to myself. Am I up now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I can't see it. There I am. All right. So that concludes this episode. Sue, who do we have up next time?
Actually on May 15th, I have Lindsay Pangburn, but we have some potentials coming up that are not definite yet.
Okay. All right. Well, excellent. If you know anybody or if you yourself want to join us, we can just talk about you. We can talk about an organization you're part of. It doesn't matter. We'd love to meet more people within the community. Go out and support the events today if you are able to, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.